What's good with y'all, YouTube world? Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. It's Ghiman Mckinney, your host. Welcome to the Juice Alert. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. My name is Ghiman Mckinney, like I said, or you can call me Juice. Be sure to like this video right now. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I do post a ton of great sports videos pretty much almost every single day. And as always, go Golden State Warriors and Kevin Durant. That is my squad, just so y'all know who I'm rolling with, okay? 76ers versus Raptors. I think this series can potentially go 7. But I think it's going to go 6 games. I'm going to pick the 76ers to beat the Toronto Raptors in 6 games, okay? I think the 76ers just flat out are a better team, okay? And listen, you know, the Toronto has the home court advantage. I get all that. You know, I get it. You know, but the 76ers have pretty much had to incorporate a lot of new pieces throughout the year. You know, they obviously added Jimmy Butler during the regular season. They also added Tobias Harris, okay? So they've had some moving parts, you know. I think Toronto can win this series. I will not be surprised if they win the series. I mean, Toronto does have the best player in this series in Kawi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's amazing. You know, he's playing really well for the Raptors. But I'm going to pick the 76ers to win this series, okay, for a couple of reasons. Listen, Kawhi Leonard has to be spectacular in order for the Toronto Raptors to win the series. He has to be spectacular pretty much every game for them to be in it. If he's not spectacular, I mean, who else on the Raptors is going to save you? Kyle Lowry? I mean, can you really depend on him? I mean, what has he done in the playoffs? Last year, it was absolutely terrible in the playoffs, you know, versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's absolutely choking. This year, you know, comes out game 1 versus the Magic. I mean, you just can't trust the guy. I mean, he scored 0 points. How about this? A starting point guard scored 0 points versus a below-average Magic team in an offensive era where he's primarily handling the ball. Kyle Lowry, I just don't trust him. I don't think he's better than Ben Simmons by a long shot. I think there's a huge mismatch in the point guard situation, okay? It's a huge mismatch. Ben Simmons, I like him more than, what's his name, Kyle Lowry. I like Ben Simmons. I think he's going to win that matchup. Ben Simmons is a very, very good defender. He's not a great shooter, but he's a great defender. He will lock up Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry will not be able to lock him up or stop him in the paint, I don't think, okay? 76ers have just threats all over the court. I mean, you got Ben Simmons, Joel Embid, I mean, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, JJ Redick. I mean, who do the Raptors have? Kawhi Leonard, okay, that's one player. Siakam, I mean, he's good, I mean, but can you rely on him to be a consistent 20-point per game scorer? I don't know. I mean, I think he can be close to that, but again, I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, versus the Orlando Magic, he scored 30 points in 1 game, but I mean, that's the Magic. Let's be real. That's not real. That's not a real basketball team. I'm sorry. You know, I just can't get a great indication of what he's going to do, okay? And Danny Green. I mean, Danny Green, is he an offensive threat? I mean, I don't know. He's just very inconsistent. He's not an elite scorer, okay? I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting from Danny Green, okay? I don't know. Serge Ibaka. Maybe. I mean, he's not necessarily a scorer. He's a defender. I mean, Marc Gasol has been lost in this offense, okay? In the first round of the playoffs, Marc Gasol, listen, in 4 games versus the Magic, he did not score in double digits. Marc Gasol's declining, man. I mean, his defense is not very good anymore. I don't think he's a great defender anymore. Joel Embiid will win that matchup. Joel Embiid versus Marc Gasol is a mismatch. Marc Gasol's best days are past him, okay? It was a solid acquisition. I thought it was a good acquisition. I thought he'd be better. I thought he would be more involved in the Raptors' game plan and offense. But it just hasn't worked out. You know, he just hasn't. He's been lost in the lump, you know. He's just lost. I mean, he's not been involved in this offense as much as I think he should be. And he doesn't have the defense to keep up with Joel Embiid, who's probably the best center in the league. So I get the better point guard, I get the better center. And listen, Jimmy Butler, he's going to make it tough on Kawhi Leonard. You know, Kawhi Leonard is not going to have it easy, okay? I mean, Jimmy Butler is an elite defender. He's one of the 5-10 best defenders in basketball. Kawhi Leonard is going to have a tough sledding. If Kawhi Leonard is not spectacular, the Raptors will not win the series. They will not. They simply will not. And even if he is spectacular, I still think they're going to lose the series. I really do. In order for the Raptors to win the series, they're going to need to protect home court. I think they're going to need to come out in game 1 and really set the tone, okay? And also, you know, Siakam's going to have to be great. He's going to have to play his best series by far of his career, some of his best basketball of his career, in order for the Raptors to win the series, okay? I just am not a believer in Toronto. I mean, can you really trust the Toronto Raptors? When's the last time they've really stepped into the playoffs? I mean, LeBron James leads the East. You think this is the year, but the Milwaukee Bucks are there, the Boston Celtics are still there. I mean, the 76ers are still there right now. I mean, I just don't trust the Raptors, okay? I just really don't. I mean, let's dive into some more stats. The 76ers are the 4th best rebounding team. The Toronto Raptors are 17th in that category. 76ers, 4th in assists. Toronto is not even in the top 10, okay? That's not very good. You need great ball movement. The 76ers are 4th in points per game. The Raptors are just inside the top 10. So the 76ers have better players. they're better statistically as far if you look at rebounding, if you look at assists, if you look at points per game. I mean, they're just the overall better basketball team. And I think they're going to prove it in this series. I think they're going to win this series in 6 games. Listen, if Kawhi Leonard and Siakam really go off, if Serge Ibaka gives you some great production, if the Raptors bench shows up and Marc Gasol plays some decent defense on Joel Embid and has a pretty good offensive outing, I think the Raptors have a shot and probably going to the series. That's about 5-6 ifs I gave you right there. So, like I said, I do think the 76ers are going to win the series. I'm predicting them to win it in 6 games. I think it has potential to go 7. But give me the team with the better point guard, the team with the better players, and, you know, just overall, the better team in Philadelphia. I'm going to pick them to win this series in 6 games. They will make the Eastern Conference Finals, okay? That's a wrap for this video, y'all. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell me where I'm right, tell me where I'm wrong, if you agree with me, or if you disagree with me, and always go Golden State Warriors and Kevin Durant. I'm out. Have a blessed day.